Hello, and welcome to another Nerd Update. I'm Paul Odd. I don't represent the Heart of Kentucky Association Realtors or anyone else. I'm with Assurance Home Sales. This Nerd Update is going to cover the date from June 9th through June 15th. Let's go to the computer, check out those numbers. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks, and have a good day.
All right, so when we look at new listings, we can see that the new listings this year are slightly higher than any of the previous 4 years, and this is continuing to outpace the off-market properties, right? This is, again, a larger trend than just Heart of Kentucky, which makes total inventory go up, right? We are now at a bit over 4 months inventory, so even though inventory went up, our months of inventory went down, right? So that's because of the way that I calculate months of inventory is total inventory divided by closings for the week. And so even though this has still gone up, last week we didn't have very many closings. And so that made this months of inventory go down. When we look at under contract, right, higher than the previous 2 years here, above average for the year of 2025. And even though these numbers are pretty close, last week this number was about 22%, and this week it's 20% for under contract in 7 days. When we look at closed, it matches what was under contract from 4 weeks ago. So that's good news. It means a lot of those, generally mean a lot of those closed as expected, not necessarily, right? Last week was pretty abysmal, so maybe some of last week's got carried over into this week. It's comparable to the last 4 years, right? 2023 was a bit lower, but you can see we're kind of right in line with the other years, right? And it is, again, above average for 2025. When we look at days on market, 2021, 2022 still dropped out below anything else. We are actually lower than last year. And if you remember, we were on a trend 23 and a half, 23. Last week was really low. And then we're back to this lowering trend without this drop. We'll look at price reductions. It's still much higher than previous years, but we have kind of come back down. It was, remember, 75, and then it went up to 100, and then we dropped from 15% down to 85. And that might be in keeping with how many are going under contract and being closed, kind of returning to what I'll call normal for 2025 here. Interest rate hanging out pretty steady, technically went down a little bit. So now we're 21 weeks under 7%. Median price, nothing new here, right? Prices slowly, the increasing has slowed, and I'm hoping that that is stabilization because that's way better than a correction in polite speak. I think most people would call it a crash. So hopefully we don't see that, and keep in touch if you have any questions, comments, if this confirms what you're seeing or refutes it. I'd appreciate engaging in the conversation. Thanks, and I hope you have a good day.